Kirby Smart's with us now.
He had extra energy for his Jacks boys.
And he did. And we knew he would, and he did. So how are you doing?
Great, man. I'm on my last stop.
So this is it.
Y'all are getting the caboose.
We're getting,
all right. The caboose is the best
shot. I've told the story. I told you the story before, too. When we were at 4 teams and everyone was talking about going to 8, you told me, now I think we'll go to 12 if we do anything. Nobody else had said that. You got to be happy that we're at 12, right?
Well, I mean, I liked 4. I like 2. I like whatever it is. If I'm in it, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if you're in it, then you're dancing. You got a shot, and more teams got a shot now. We'll see how that plays out. Will there be a bunch of blowouts? I don't know. What I think there's going to be is some great on-campus games.
Yeah.
There's going to be one round where it's played on the campuses of these places, and you're going to see somebody's going to have to go to South Florida, or somebody's going to have to go to Michigan, or somebody's going to have to go to West Coast. I mean, you're going to get anything and everything in that week, and I think that's going to be really cool, and then it's going to break out into the bowl games. And I'm excited, looking forward to it. It's a new adventure, and let's see who can kind of survive the gauntlet and still survive that playoff run.
Now, you are clearly not a guy who looks backward, but, all the talk was Florida State getting – quote-unquote screwed out of the playoff. Never in the history of the playoff had a number 1 loss on the last week of the season and not been in the playoff. How disappointing was that?
Well, first of all, we lost. So, like that, we had that responsibility in and of ourselves, and I always look internally first. I have no doubt we're one of the 4 best teams in the country, but it doesn't matter, and it didn't matter then. We had an opportunity, and they saw it as we had an opportunity to play our way in, and we didn't, and that's the way it goes. But I promise you this, nobody wants to come play in this SEC schedule that we play either.
Right. Kirby, how much does people talk about all the time, not winning last year when most of us think if you'd have gotten in, you would have won? How much does that motivate you? Is that a real thing?
No, I don't think so. We don't harp on it. I think that last performance in the SEC championship might leave a bad taste in some guys' mouth, so there might be a little motivation there. But there's no, chip on your shoulder, get back at them, do it. I mean, we start every year assuming nothing. And we start from ground zero, and we build up from ground zero, and we build the team from this team where it is, nothing built on the team before. So we'll do that this time and not really rely on last year's results.
So Carson was telling us he didn't handle it well in 2021 when he could have had the job in the week of UAB and he didn't nail it down. His maturation since then over those 3 years, how impressive has it been to watch him develop like that?
It's been awesome. He's a great kid. I mean, we knew he was talented when he first got there, and we knew this kid was going to be big time. He had poise in the pocket. He had a great arm. He had a great skill set. I mean, there was times the very first year that we were like, man, this guy might be the best one to play now. And that was way back. I mean, COVID season. And he's done nothing but got better, and he's never complained. He's never, he stood firmly by and knew that when he got in the driver's seat, he was going to take the bull by the horns and take it over, and he's done that. In
an era where everybody that doesn't play leaves,
sure.
How hard is it for you, because you're such a good recruiter and Georgia's such an elite program, that you get all these really good guys, Brock Vandagriff and Gunner and Carson, and is it hard to manage that, Kirby?
No, honesty, man. I mean, you deal with people with the way you communicate with them. You treat them right. You treat them fair. You tell them before they come what it's going to be like, and you're honest with them. I mean, is it a pain in the ass at times? Yeah, but I think that pain in the ass is a good thing because they're growing. Brock Vandagriff is a better human being, person, and man because he came to Georgia and went through those trials and tribulations. And you know what? I'm a lot better off person because I got to meet Brock Vandagriff and the positive impact he had every day in my life. So I don't look at those, especially at quarterback position, because everybody can't play at quarterback. They're eventually going to have to leave if they're not the guy playing. But he fought it out. He did it, and he's better because of it.
So Carson told me something back in the other room, and he's something Nick used to say all the time, and I know you know this, that easy and great aren't friends. They don't walk together.
They don't.
So how do you explain that to young cats that are developing in your program?
Just that way. I mean, look at the trials these guys have been through. Look at Carson Beck's story. We put him in front of the room. Arian Smith's been through 5 significant injuries, and he's here ready to play another year. And we show him the x-rays of everything he's been through, and it's just like, man, this is not easy. This is not given. You earn what you get around here.
When Steve Spurrier was a coach of the 90s, we come to these media days, and every head turned when he came around. Nick, for the many, many years, every head turned when he came around. You're now that guy. You're that program.
That.
You are that guy. You're that program. There's the targets on your back, and you know it is.
They're turning their heads because how big I am. Maybe this jacket.
You got the target on your back. that's where you want to be. That's what you wanted to build. But talk about the challenges. What kind of a challenge is there for your football program?
Well, the challenges are what you create. I don't look at it as a target. I'll tell my back. I'll never be hunted. I told you that. I went through years of worrying about like, oh God, what if we do it? And hell no, we're throwing caution to the wind. We're coming after you before you come after us. So there's no target being put on our back because we're going to be the ones doing the hunting, and that's just the way we play our game. It's the way we attack the game. We want to attack the other team, and if they're better than us or more physical than us, more power to them. But we're going to go down swinging.
It's not about the difficult schedule. Not about Alabama, Texas, Ole Miss on the road. They got to play you. That's the way you got to look at it, right?
That's exactly right. And we got to go to their place and do it, which is going to be a hell of an atmosphere.
Kirby, do you, in the portal era that we're in now, programs like yours that don't need it a lot, do you like the portal era? Do you like where we are with players changing teams as often as they do?
No, I don't like it. I understand it. I don't like the fact. I worry we're going to look back 20, 30 years and there's going to be no allegiance. Like a kid's going to say, well, I don't have a group of friends. I don't have a loyalty to a school because I went to 3 schools. I went to 2 schools. But you know what? It's their life. They got to make that decision. Well, I can only tell them the outlook that I have on staying at a place and the benefits from staying at a place that are going to last much longer than the gratification you get from chasing the grass is greener on the other side.
Hey, Kirby, thanks so much, man. We'll let you get going. We appreciate you taking time.
Kirby, thanks, buddy. Good luck.
Hey, Mia here, and thanks so much for watching 1010XL's coverage of the 2024 SEC Media Days, brought to you by Instant Keys. If you're looking for even more college football content this fall, be sure to subscribe to our 1010XL Gators, 1010XL Seminoles channels.